Hey, it's Tom with the Funky Little Studio. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Thomas, and I am with the Funky Little Studio. I handle the knickknacks, the bric-a-bracs, the hubcaps, the variety packs, the random acts, the ball caps, mustard packs, anything I think I can make a buck on and sell it on eBay and Poshmark and Facebook. My wife Rajeana handles all the soft lines, the clothing, the shoes, the hair accessories, the belts, the lingerie, all the other things. We together comprise the Funky Little Studio. I've been wanting to make this video for about a year now, and of course it's almost the end of summer, so I better get it out there because I had a really good little spell, a little run, if you might say, during Summer Slowdown, and so it made me think, okay, what else is out there to break the code on Summer Slowdown? So my goal is to figure out like seasonal items, you know, like if you're going to have Halloween costumes, this would be the prime time to list them. In my case, it was, guess what? Ice cream machines, nostalgia, memories, childhood, all the things. So I've had really good luck with these, parting them out. You can sell them complete. This one actually is not listed yet because I think I've missed the window probably, so I'll probably wait till next summer to get this one listed. And I'll probably list this one complete. It's a cedar, the old school bucket. It has the electric motor. Rival is the brand to look for. These are the ones you want. There may be others out there, but I've had really good luck with these. I know there's others out there, but Rival I think is the probably leader on these and probably the most common and easiest to sell parts for. This one has some rust on the brass or the metal, but the cedar seems to be good in good shape, and everything else looks to be in working order. I think I've already tested it, but I'll retest it before I list it. But I will sell this one complete with the motor. This one I think it's still got the grease pencil on it. $6.96. So it was either $6.96 or it may have been a discounted price. I'm not sure because it's been a while since it kind of got buried in my garage. I'm coming to you from my garage. I've been working out here reorganizing. It's got a little bit overwhelming lately, and I built this, which I'll make another video on that. Not necessarily a how-to video, but kind of how I'm organizing. It's huge. It's actually probably too big, but it's going to work for now, and I may build a smaller one, and then I may build another one in our other garage. So this is in our detached garage. I'm trying to get my workplace area back in order. I don't know what the lighting's going to look like here, so never done a video really from out here. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was parting these out. I've done some other videos on parting out small appliances, but I've never done one on this, and I want to do it now before summer's over because I think if you'll see the sales that I've had, if you get them listed and they're priced right, you can have a really good run, say, I'm going to say anywhere from Memorial Day to Labor Day. And that's, you know, when it starts getting slow, if you know what I mean, if you're a reseller. So some of these have been listed a while, and I may not be able to pull up comps. Like this one here, I know it had been listed a while. It's a little smaller version, and all I have left is the 2 buckets and the 2 instruction books. And I think the buckets are listed, but I don't believe the instruction books are listed. Even the books will sell because they have the recipes that are specifically for that machine. Like I said, this one, the buckets are typically somewhat the last thing to sell, and that's why I'm still here with these, because these sold a while back, so I'm not sure if I can show you the comps on the motor, the lid, the dasher, and the canister. But basically I picked these up for, you know, usually like $5 at a yard sale or at a thrift store. You know, sometimes you pay a little bit more, like some of the cedar wood buckets that were complete, I paid a little bit more for those, but typically about $5 is what I've got into them. And you'll see the comps about if you break them down. If you have a place to store them, that's another thing. They take up some space because they're usually in large boxes. And if you don't mind shipping larger items, anyway, if these 2 are up there, I think one piece sold recently on the motor, but I'm sure the canister and dashers, I'm not sure if I can pull those up because it's been a while. These are okay, not great, but they're still sellable. The other one, this one, which one is this? 8804. It's a Rival. It's a smaller version, and I'll try to put the comps up on one side or the other, wherever I'm standing during the video. This one, I don't know what I gave for it. If I have that knowledge, I'll tell you. But all that's left on it is the bucket and the canister. The motor has sold, the dasher is sold, and the lid is already sold. So that's another one. Probably $5 into, you sell one item and it covers everything else. So, like, I want to say the lids are usually like 10 or 11 bucks. Dashers, 12 or 13. Canisters, 12 or 15, somewhere in there. So you sell one item, the rest of it's all profit. And that's what I like. And especially this year, I made an effort to get them listed during the summer time so they could sell. And I'm going to flash some more screenshots up here as we go along on the other ones that have sold. This one here is not listed yet. It's another rival, and it's another with the wood cedar, I think it is. Usually it's cedar. I don't know if it says on there. I don't think it says, but it's got the wood bucket. I haven't listed this yet, so at this time I'll probably wait till next year and list it maybe complete. You can also sell these locally, like on your Facebook Marketplace, or we now have a thing in our area called dollar auctions. And if you're willing to gamble, it's weird because some stuff really blows up and other stuff doesn't. If you're willing to gamble on these dollar auctions, or it's a great place to source as well. I need to do a separate video on that and kind of show you what I've found on there. I did sell one that was like an off-brand that I didn't want to part out, and I was willing to start it for $1. I had started it on another site for $5 and nobody bid on it, so I moved it over to the dollar auction. It's just quantity-wise, it's a lot more people on the dollar one than the upstart $5 one. It started out at $1 and it started gaining some momentum. I think it got bid up to 16. If I have a screenshot, I'm pretty sure it was 16 bucks. And I put on that cash only. The only thing in there is you have to meet up with them or do a porch pickup. You can do Venmo, PayPal, or whatever. But I've started dabbling in that. I need to make that a separate video and kind of show you if there's not one in your area, you might want to start one up if you want to mess with it. This one was already started. I just joined it, so I don't have to worry about moderating or anything like that. But it's a great place to pick up some items. It's also a great place to sell some stuff that you just want to move. And like I said, I do cash only on that stuff, and I meet them somewhere. I can meet them within a quarter mile to a half mile from here in a parking lot, and just wham bam, it's pretty easy. Most people, they want the item, so they show up. Okay, so another one, this is another rival. That's going to be the theme. Rival's the one you want to look for. This is a 8405, and I've yet to really figure out the numbers. That last one I showed you, I think I gave 20 bucks for that. It was close to $20, so that's why I'm going to sell it complete, because it's too nice. I like the wood ones, nostalgia thing. The ones I grew up on were the hand crank. If you guys are anywhere in my demographic, we would fight over so we could crank them. At the get together, us kids would like take turns cranking. It was a big deal to crank the ice cream. Now you just plug them in and they go till they stop and you're done. I'm showing my age. Okay, back to this. This is another rival. This is an 8405. It's in the almond, and all that's left in it is the bucket, which will be the hardest thing to sell. Like I said, the dasher, the motor, the canister, the lid, if it has the cork, that's even better. I'm thinking about buying some corks online, and that way I'll have some corks to put with lids when I come up with these again. It's not that big a deal because a lot of people don't use the cork anyway. You can just put some saran wrap over that. But like I said, this was probably $5, and you'll see the money that I made off of it. And I always do plus shipping typically on these. I think sometimes I might do free shipping on the lid. I don't know. It just depends on what everybody else has got out there trying to be competitive, trying to get it to sell. You want to be right there in that sweet spot. And another one. I don't want to overdo this video, but it's basically the same story. I just wanted to show you proof that this is an 8605. So I think this is a 6-quart. The last one I shown you, the last one I shoot, how do you say that? The last one that I did show you was a 4-quart, I believe. So it's shorter and squattier. This one's taller and I think maybe a little bit larger diameter. So this is a perfect example. I gave $5.99, but this may have been 25% off. I'm not sure. Some of them, I think maybe this one I might have got 25% off. This is a Goodwill item. So I tested it before I left at Goodwill. Plug it in. If it runs, you're good. 8605, and all that's left is the bucket. So once again, the motor, canister, dasher, lid, all sold. I think this is the one maybe that I did a local pickup. We had a customer wanted 2 items and reached out on eBay to ask if they could do local pickup. I said sure. So I changed the listing to local pickup. They bought both items. We met them at a quick trip just about 10 miles from here because they were coming from Missouri, and we made a date night out of it. So we met them on a Friday night. It went great. They also sell on eBay, and we made the transaction. They bought 2 items. They didn't have to pay shipping. You scan their code, or they scan your code when they do the pickup. Super easy. I don't like to do local pickup unless there's a reason to do it. I'd rather just ship it. Did I show those yet? Anyway, if I haven't shown those already, here's on the 8605, here's what I made off of that. Like I said, I'll tell you if I gave $5.99 or if I got 25% off. I don't remember on that one. One of them I know I did. But typically, like I said, $5 or $6. You sell the lid, everything's paid for. If you have room to store them, I think it's a great summer slowdown hack, or BOLO. You can pick them up at yard sales year round, but get them listed, say, pre-Memorial Day, maybe April, and keep listing them until Labor Day or so. I haven't sold one basically since August-ish, right before Labor Day, and down to these last little bits. I'm going to still pick them up, but I thought it'd be a BOLO for you guys. If you have any other BOLOs like that to beat the code on Summer Slowdown, like a cheat code or something that you think's seasonal that you buy, it doesn't have to be for Summer Slowdown. It could be for, I don't know, like I said, Halloween. I'm looking at a Halloween mask that I've had forever. I don't know. It may be a little bit too competitive on Halloween. I don't know. I got a couple hanging here that haven't sold, and I know a couple more over here. I probably just need to list those on the dollar auction or something on Facebook Marketplace and get those out the door. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Cheers. We'll see you on the next one.